Every great day starts with a powerful mindset, and today I'll share with you 7 Stoic practices that can transform your mornings and your life. You won't believe how these ancient habits can bring calm, clarity, and strength into your everyday routine. Trust me, this video might just change the way you wake up forever. Before we dive in, I want to thank you for your amazing support. Your likes, comments, and subscriptions mean the world to me. They truly help this channel grow and reach more people who need this wisdom. So if you're here watching this, thank you. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. I pour my soul into every video to bring ancient knowledge into the modern world. And your interaction is what fuels that mission. So again, thank you. Let's keep spreading this light together. Now get ready, because these 7 Stoic practices aren't just nice ideas. They are powerful tools you can use starting tomorrow morning. Let's begin the journey. Imagine waking up not with stress, but with purpose. The first Stoic practice is morning reflection. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, would start his day by preparing his mind. Today, he wrote, I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. He didn't do this to complain, but to prepare. Try this. Take 2 minutes each morning and silently remind yourself. The world may test you, but your response is your own. This practice shields you. If you expect obstacles, you're not surprised when they come. You're prepared, emotionally steady, mentally alert. Like a warrior who sharpens his sword before battle, you sharpen your mind before the day begins. The second Stoic habit is voluntary discomfort. Sounds strange? Let me explain. The Stoics believed that by occasionally embracing discomfort, we build inner strength. Seneca would sleep on the floor or wear simple clothing just to remind himself that comfort is not a necessity. Tomorrow morning, take a cold shower, or skip your morning coffee. Walk outside for 5 minutes in silence. These tiny discomforts train your willpower. Why does this matter? Because life throws discomfort at us all the time. But if you've practiced enduring little things, the big things don't break you. You learn to say, this is hard, but I am harder. The third practice is contemplation of control. Epictetus taught that we must separate what we can control from what we can't. In the morning, write down 2 columns. Things I can control and things I can't. Your actions, thoughts, and attitude go in the first. Other people's opinions, the weather, traffic, that's the second. This clears your mind. It eliminates emotional chaos. When you focus only on what's within your power, you reclaim your energy from anxiety and wasteful frustration. The fourth Stoic habit is negative visualization, also known as Premeditatio Malorum. Picture this. Before stepping out of bed, close your eyes and imagine something going wrong today. Maybe you spill coffee on your shirt. Maybe your plans get canceled. You miss a bus. It's not pessimism, it's armor. Why? Because when the unexpected happens, you've already seen it in your mind. You're ready. You meet it with grace, not panic. And more than that, you start appreciating what you have even more. You see how fragile life is, and it makes every moment shine brighter. Practice 5. Gratitude for existence. Stoicism is often mistaken as cold or emotionless, but it's deeply grateful. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Each morning, look outside, feel your breath, and whisper, "Thank you." Gratitude softens the hard edges of life. It makes simple things, sunlight, silence, your morning tea, sacred. And when your heart is grateful, anger struggles to find room. Bitterness dissolves. The sixth practice is setting intentions with virtue. The Stoics believed in living with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Before you begin your day, ask, how can I practice courage today? Where can I be just? When will I need patience? This guides your actions like a compass pointing north. Instead of reacting to the world, you shape your behavior with intention. A Stoic morning is not reactive, it's proactive, and every small decision you make becomes an act of character. Finally, practice 7. Read or recite Stoic wisdom. Keep a small quote with you from Epictetus, Seneca, or Marcus Aurelius. Read it aloud in the morning. Let it sink in. For example, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These short lines are like mental vitamins. They nourish your clarity. Over time, you'll find their messages echoing in your day, steering you away from anger, fear, or despair. Let's now bring it all together. Imagine your morning. You wake up early. You sit quietly for reflection. You feel the cool water of a cold shower on your skin. You write what you can control. You visualize a challenge. You feel gratitude for your breath. You plan your actions based on virtue. And then you read a line of timeless wisdom. Doesn't that sound like a beautiful, powerful way to begin? This is not about perfection. You don't have to do all 7 every day. Even 1 or 2 can shift your energy. Try different combinations. See what works. But the key is consistency. That's where the magic lies. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." A strong morning protects your time. It gives you direction. It fills you with inner peace, no matter what happens outside. When the world rushes, you will walk calmly. When others react in anger, you will respond with wisdom. You'll become a lighthouse in the storm, not because you're perfect, but because you've trained your spirit with intention. Now let's go deeper into each practice with more examples and real-life guidance. Let's return to morning reflection. Think of it as a conversation with yourself. You can sit on the edge of your bed, close your eyes, and ask, what kind of person do I want to be today? Write a few thoughts. Be honest. It's not about goals. It's about your character. Maybe you want to be calm in stressful meetings. Maybe kind to someone who hurt you. Maybe disciplined in your workout. Set the tone, because if you don't program your mind in the morning, the world will do it for you. Voluntary discomfort, the second practice, helps you face the day with strength. You don't need to suffer. Just practice small sacrifices. Skip sugar in your coffee. Leave your phone for the first 30 minutes. These little trials toughen your will. Life won't always give you comfort. If you can train your mind to stay still in minor pain, you're less likely to collapse in major storms. You build what the Stoics called apatheia, calm resilience. Contemplation of control is a daily emotional detox. Let's say it's raining, or someone criticizes you, or traffic makes you late. Most people react with anger or stress, but a Stoic breathes deeply and says, "This is not mine to control." Instead of wasting energy on what isn't yours, focus on what is: your tone of voice, your posture, your effort. Make this a morning habit. and you'll be surprised how quickly your anxiety lessens. Now picture this. You're still in bed, and before standing up, you try negative visualization. You imagine your plans falling apart, your phone breaking, someone being rude. You're not inviting pain. You're rehearsing for reality. This mental habit builds emotional immunity. When a challenge arrives, you won't say, "Why me?" You'll say, I saw this coming. I'm ready." At first, it feels odd, but then it becomes a secret weapon. The unexpected becomes expected. You move through the day like water flowing around rocks. Gratitude for existence might seem simple, but it's one of the most powerful practices. Every morning, name 3 things you're grateful for. Write them, speak them, or just feel them. It could be your heartbeat, a friend's laughter, the smell of coffee. Gratitude flips your brain from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you, life is a miracle. Even with pain, there is still so much light. The Stoics didn't ignore pain. They didn't pretend life was easy, but they believed that joy and suffering can live side by side. You can cry and still be grateful. You can lose and still love. The 6th practice, setting intentions with virtue, gives your day a compass. You're not just reacting, you're living with aim. Ask yourself, how can I be wise, fair, brave, and disciplined today? For example, wisdom. Take time before reacting. Justice. Speak kindly even to those who don't. Courage. Do the thing you fear. Temperance. Don't overindulge. Virtue is not about being perfect. It's about choosing character moment after moment. When you slip, you realign, like a ship adjusting its sail. And then comes the final morning ritual, Stoic reading or recitation. You don't need to read a whole book. Just one line can transform your mind. Choose a quote that resonates. Write it on a sticky note. Carry it in your wallet. Make it your phone background. These timeless words become companions, whispering strength into your mind all day long. Let's now imagine a full morning with all 7 practices. You wake, you reflect, you embrace a small discomfort. You list what you can and can't control. You visualize a setback. You give thanks. You set your moral compass. And then you read a quote to anchor your soul. It takes less than 20 minutes, but it changes everything. You'll walk into the world not as a servant to chaos, but as a captain of your own mind. Still think you're too busy for this? Let's be honest. You probably check your phone in bed. Scroll for 15 minutes. Think about that. Are you feeding your soul or your stress? Stoic mornings are not an extra. They are essential. They guard your mind before the world bombards it. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." These morning practices reduce imaginary suffering. They bring you back to now, to truth, to power. Here's a quick example. Let's say your alarm didn't go off. You're late. Your coffee spills. Most mornings would collapse into frustration. But with Stoic practice, you've already visualized this. You breathe, you laugh, you adjust. You remind yourself, I control how I respond. You accept reality without complaint. That's Stoicism in action. Not dramatic, just quiet power, daily mastery. Another example, you get bad news. Maybe an email, a call, a financial setback. It stings. But your morning reflection told you life includes hardship. You expected the unexpected. You stay grounded. Or imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Do you scream or do you smile thinking, I too make mistakes? Your practice has created space, a sacred pause between stimulus and response. That space is freedom. The Stoics called it inner citadel, a fortress of calm inside you no matter the storm. So why do these 7 habits matter? Because they train your attention. And where your attention goes, your life follows. Most people let morning happen to them. They hit snooze, rush, react. And their whole day follows that chaotic pattern. But if you begin with Stoic intention, your day bends toward clarity, meaning strength. Start small. Don't aim for perfection. Choose one practice tomorrow. Just one. Try gratitude, or reflection, or a quote. Feel the shift, and then add another. Layer by layer, your morning becomes sacred, not because it's fancy, but because it's yours, built by you for your growth. Imagine if millions of people started their day this way, with intention, with character, with calm. How different the world would be. One person's peace affects everyone around them. When you are calm, others soften. When you are kind, others mirror it. Stoic mornings don't just help you. They ripple into your family, your team, your community. The greatest revolutions often begin in silence, in the mind of someone who chose to live by virtue. You can be that someone. Let's review the 7 again. Morning reflection, voluntary discomfort, contemplation of control, negative visualization, gratitude for existence, setting intentions with virtue, reading, Stoic wisdom. Use them like tools, mix and match, trust your instinct, but most of all, return to them. Consistency, not perfection, is the secret. The Stoics didn't wake up perfect. They practiced. They fell, then stood again. That's strength, that's growth. So tomorrow, try it. Even if it feels strange, even if your mind resists. Do it for 5 days, then 10, then 30. Watch your life evolve. You may not control the world, but you do control your dawn. And in mastering your mornings, you master your life. Some mornings will feel easy, others will feel heavy, but each one is a chance to return to your higher self. And that return, again and again, is the essence of Stoicism. Life will never be without noise, stress, or struggle. But with Stoic mornings, you don't drown in chaos. You learn to walk through it, clear-eyed, calm-hearted. One deep breath, one strong decision, one grounded morning, and everything changes. Will you try it? Your future self is waiting, not for perfection, but for your presence, to show up, to reflect, to breathe, to begin again. Start tomorrow, with silence, with strength. Choose one virtue, embrace one discomfort, read one line of ancient wisdom. Let your morning become your training ground, where you prepare your mind like a warrior sharpens his sword. And when life challenges you, you'll be ready, not because you're lucky, but because you've practiced. That's the Stoic way. That's your way now. So rise, reflect, and become. If this message resonated with you, if even one of these 7 Stoic practices made your morning feel more meaningful, don't keep it to yourself. Like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Your support means the world to me. It helps this project grow, reach more people, and keep sharing powerful wisdom from the ancient world. Drop a comment below. Which Stoic morning habit are you going to try tomorrow? Or maybe you already have your own ritual. Share it. Let's build a community of clarity and strength together. And here's the deal. If this video gets 10 likes, I'll release a powerful follow-up video called The Evening Stoic Ritual, 5 practices to end your day with peace. A perfect companion to what you've just learned. So stay tuned, because the Stoic path doesn't end when the sun rises. It continues until it sets. Thank you for watching, truly. Your presence here is already a step toward a more grounded, purposeful life. I wish you a calm morning, a steady heart, and a day full of virtue. Until next time, stand tall, stay mindful, and keep walking the Stoic path. See you in the next video.